Remarkable! Incredible! Unbelievable!
Save! And fuck our champions! Good up, Pepe! Goal!
It doesn't get any better than that!
Segredos gritados, ninguém para ouvir. Labirinto de luzes e fumaça. Cada passo um enigma, cada olhar ameaça. Eu corro, eu paro, mas nunca chego ao fim. Noite sem fim, noite sem fim. Eu perco a razão, deixo o começo e o fim. Noite sem fim, noite sem fim. Eu sou sol agora, no eterno trampolim.
Change today, the liquor been taking the pain away. I heard you was giving your chain away. That's kinda like giving your fame away. What's wrong with you? I sit in a box where the owners do. A boss is a role that I've grown into. I love you to death, but I told you the truth. I can't just be with you, I'm only you. Yeah, I got one Virgil, got one, and that day is the only two. Man, how many times have I shown improvement? How many nights I've been woke, swerving the potholes, not trying to fuck up the wheels on the road, okay? Funny how life goes, he thought he was sick, now we wiping his nose, okay? Soon as you give him your soul, you blow up and they say you're selling your soul, okay? They want my life exposed, they wanna know about the highs and lows. Well, summer all I did was rest, okay? And New Year's all I did was stretch, okay? And Valentine's Day I had sex, okay? We'll see what's about to happen next, okay? Okay, okay, we'll see what's about to happen next, okay? Okay, okay, we'll see what's about to happen. Hey, hey, we'll see what's about to happen. Hey, we'll see what's about to happen. I'm making a change today, the liquor been taking the pain away. I heard you was giving your chain away. That's kinda like giving your fame away. What's wrong with you? I sit in a box where the owners do. A boss is a role that I've grown into. I love you to death, but I told you the truth. Yeah, I got one lawyer, got one, and that day is the only two, man. How many times have I told you the truth, man? How many nights I've been woke, swerving them potholes, not trying to fuck up the wheels or fuck up the deals. I'm posted in Stockholm, it's me, the Owls, and the Twins, it's only the real. I'm moving way too humble, Weezy and handed it off, I still got no fumbles. I'm on a hot 100, numero uno, this one ain't come with a bundle. I'm in the win, $1 million in chocolate chips, and that's just how my cookie crumble. I put a skirt on a whip and a crown on a 6, but there's no need to dress up the numbers, ayy. Hey, yeah, but I guess they must have their reasons. They wanna know how I'm living my day-to-day life in the regular season. Well, summer all I did was rest, okay? And New Year's all I did was stretch, okay? And Valentine's Day I had sex, okay? We'll see what's about to happen next, okay? Okay, okay, we'll see what's about to happen next, okay? Okay, okay, we'll see what's about to happen. Hey, hey, we'll see what's about to happen. Hey, we'll see what's about to happen. I'm making a change changed today. The liquor been taking the pain away. I heard you was giving your chain away. That's kinda like giving your fame away. What's wrong with you? I sit in a box where the owners do. A boss is a role that I've grown into. I love you to death, but I told you the truth.
My lover's got no money, he's got his strong beliefs. My lover's got no power, he's got his strong beliefs. My lover's got no fame, he's got his strong beliefs. My lover's got no money, he's got his strong beliefs. Want more and more, people just want more and more freedom and love. What he's looking for, want more and more, people just want more and more freedom and love. What he's looking for, free from desire, mind and senses purified, free from desire, mind and senses purified, free from desire, mind and senses.
We are live here on Game in Frame for a very important final in the Northeast American South of the UPSL Premier. Eddie Moraes is host at Eastside High School in Newark, New Jersey. Ironbound plays Capital City Islanders. This is the 1 versus 2. Both teams have 7 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses. 6 of those wins coming in the regular season. The 1 and 2 seeds skipped the quarterfinal round of 6, straight to the semifinals. We're finishing first and second. So both had 20 points again because of those same records in the regular season. Capital City, a 7 goal differential. Ironbound, 13. They were the exact opposite in home and away. 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss for Ironbound here at home. That was the away record for Capital City, and 4 wins and 1 draw away, or a loss, excuse me, for Ironbound, and exactly that at home for Capital City. So it'll be a battle of teams who are 2-1 in this home versus away in the regular season. Ironbound will be on our left. Capital City and Ironbound played on September the 20th. That was back in Harrisburg. A 1-0 win for Ironbound. Goal was scored by Ivan Garcia, who in the second half of the season has put himself into the starting lineup for Ironbound. Ironbound, we were here exactly 7 days ago for their semifinal victory versus Pennsylvania Prime, the 4 seed. That was 4-2. Capital City Islanders defeated the 3 seed. That was Passaic FC 5-4. So these teams played to a 1-0 scoreline, but combined, there had 6 and 9 goals between for 15 in the semifinals. So something's going to have to give. Tonight will be a low scoring affair like we did when these two teams matched up, or bigger scoring output, which we saw a week ago. It's for a newcomer, Milomir Savoric, number 20, who's playing left center back next to the captain, Jason Chung, for Ironbound. Other captain, Ricardo Oliveira, is at right wing. We see Kevin Poiso and Sebastian Diaz, the fullbacks, Sabinin between the sticks in goal. They don't have Nick Cruz tonight, who started in midfield last week. Israel Neto back at the number 9, the striker, and left winger Nicolas Neme. Garcia wearing the number 9 with Edgar Abreu. And that was out of the reach of 15 Hans Zoller, who will play the number 6 tonight. They also don't have Zapata. Over the top, it's chasing Diaz and Savoric. And that'll go behind. That's in! It went in. I thought it was going behind based off Sabinin's reaction, and it went over. Completely fooling the back line and goalkeeper for Ironbound. And out of what looked like nothing, not many numbers in the box for Capital City. They have a very early 1-0 lead on the road, and a quick way to get across on the scoreline. Eddie Moraes, the fans that are here are pretty stunned. It's 1-0, and it just floated its way over the goal line. Surprising start. As Capital City, you see the checkers on their jerseys. Back is clean with just the number. Capital City went 8-1-2 in the spring in Division 1 Northeast American South, promoting them up here to the Premier Northeast American South. So they have 45 points, and then with a regular season there, 45 points, and then the semifinal win exactly a week ago. This is Poiso. So a great start for Capital City. They can play with the lead. It's number 10, Frederick Opoku. He's the leading goal scorer with 5 on the season for Capital City Islanders. Back to his feet. Number 7, Josiah Ramirez. See him also on this near side, number 7. This is the left back, 33. Jeremiah Craig, is the left back as we get back into action. Neto. Again, he will drop in. He had an assist last week. Garcia's played a lot of striker. Again, he's playing the number 10. He's now in the middle of the attack. Zoller with his head up, looking forward. Craig has to communicate here with his goalkeeper. That's 99 who gave it up. 99 is Grant Glorioso. So Glorioso wearing a yellow kit. That's number 9, Clove Cabre. He has 4 goals on the season. So Opoku and Cabre are the goal-scoring threats for Capital City. Turning back, there was 13, Derek Ramirez. Josiah and Derek are brothers. (27) Greg Sorter, back on the ball. You got it from 24, Jake Altimore. He's the right center back. Altimore taking a few steps up. Switching. That goes off of Diaz's head. Drops down for the right winger. And fouled. Assistant raises the flag. This will be a free kick towards the corner. Altimore 24 and Joshua Bender 35, the center backs, come in for this free kick entering the box. It was towards their direction, cleared out for now by Ironbound. Can they have a counter as it's Garcia? Sees it go away from him right at the halfway line. So 1-0 lead for Capital City of a surprise goal. Savoric and Diaz run into each other. Good control by Neto right at the line. It's at the far side. Now behind, this could be Neme. This is a specialty. Getting a long ball to tie it right at the keeper and almost came back to him on the rebound. Save, and there was a foul by Neme afterwards. Glorioso makes his first impact save. Altimore. Touched by Ramirez. Sorter. To the left, there's a trip. Savoric couldn't get out of his feet quickly. Helped by Zoller. There's a tangle and foul in favor of Zoller and Ironbound. See there Neto and Neme asking for a yellow card on Ramirez. He's interfering before Ironbound could play the free kick quickly. It's Josiah Ramirez. He's playing as number 10. They're really in a 4-2-3-1. Diaz gives width. Left wing into the box, not dealt with immediately by Altimore, and then out. Second try, touched by Cabre to the winger, who scored the goal for Capital City. Neto couldn't turn. Apoku, first Poiso. Abreu brings it in, spun back and lost it. Apoku hit late by Poiso. Poiso going in for a header. Maybe got too much of Apoku with his left shoulder. So already some uneasiness with Ironbound towards the referee. Again over the top. Savoric, and they're not convincing it by Diaz. Ironbound should still have possession. Some hesitation moves. Neto, throw in. Garcia, away from a challenge. Plays it into space, Abreu. He can move into it. Right into Poiso. Puts his foot on top. Now across. Altimore heading away. Poiso still on it. Maybe transition here. Savoric gets in the lane. Zoller. Zoller and Savoric have played somewhere last 2 years for Ironbound's League 2 side in USL. Savoric will now have to defend. That's good physical play there from Savoric without fouling, but not out yet. Maybe a cross for Capital City. It's low. Off of Zoller. Sebedin tried to keep it from going behind and is unsuccessful. Corner kick upcoming for Capital City. Down by 1 now to defend a corner, Ironbound. Left-footed service coming. Opoku. Chung. He had the kick out. Abreu chesting. Neme close again to being behind. Diaz tries to keep it for Ironbound. Again, straight into the front line. No foul. Neto. Here he is, 4-on-2. Neto has to make a good decision! Off the post! Off the far post. Garcia keeping the chance. Oliveira, he'll fake a shot to his right foot and not allowed to shoot. Oliveira still chasing it. Can't hem him in. Cabre will lay it off. Opoku is on the opposite side for the moment. Diaz pacing for the header. Zoller. He'll now miscommunicate with, that's Abreu. Savoric right into Neto. Laying it off and still in for Abreu. Neto stopping in a position to receive. And is that a foul? Again, the referee letting him play on. Ramirez. Now Opoku as well dropping back. Puts it behind Craig. Surder. It's a good dribble from him. And then the pass. Savoric, shoulder with Cabre. And good position there to win a throw. Zoller hesitating. Ivan Garcia couldn't get out of his feet in time. He's dispossessed. Derek Ramirez. Garcia had pressure from behind. This is his brother Josiah. They'll move it to the opposite. Opoku. Back to his feet. Opoku has time to put a ball in. Cabre's the target. He keeps it in play. Tackle. Oliveira's all the way back. Aligned with his box to defend. Altimore. Big switch. Diaz lining the header. He got a piece. Savoric gets it at least out of the box. Oliveira. He'll slam it. .35 again is Bender, the header. Right center back. That's kept in to an open area in the middle. No defender or attacker to get a first touch. Garcia, right-footed. Neto now. Neto controls with the header. Does he have an angle to tie it? Second big save. Both in transition and one-on-one opportunities. Again, the goalkeeper for Capital City, Glorioso, save on Neme, and now another big one on Neto. Both chances, though, similar. Ball behind, in the air, not on the ground, but behind to an attacker. Contact by Savoric, it's clean. Zoller. Outside of that being Neto, or Neme, excuse me. Zoller. They'll try and switch now, Ironbound. Chung. They complete it. Poiso. Abreu now the deepest midfielder. Wants to pick out Poiso. And that's gone to the keeper, See shouts from Abreu and Chung. In the hands of Glorioso. Rolls for his right back. That's off the mark. Garcia, again hit too hard. Poiso. Well, again, it was to an open spot. Now Neme looks to be the striker now with Neto at left wing. We'll see if that changes. They usually have good fluidity. Again, Garcia can move up there. That's picked. Cabre to Opoku. Craig, left side. Now Ironbound have to drop in. Possession for Capital City. Good ball, Craig. Could have controlled, but he wins it away from Poiso still. Savoric, good reaction. Savoric again. On the run, Oliveira. And the assistant right at where the ball was says it's out. No argument from Oliveira. Gives a thumbs up to Savoric for the pass. A lot of action so far in this semifinal. Or excuse me, this final between Capital City and Ironbound. Conference final. The winner plays Renegades or Braveheart from the north. Tonight we decide the winner of the south. Diaz defends. Spins. Has the angle over Diaz. It's over Cabre as well. Poiso had his right foot up high. And second attempt clears. Now Neme chasing and pressuring. Glorioso. Opoku. Couldn't bring it in with his left foot. Sabatin out of his box to call for it. Sabatin now will send it. Altamora keeps it in but gave it to Abreu. Neme not allowed to turn. That's hard by Bender. Hard tackle. Zoller. Ironbound will have it left. Diaz just skipped over it for a moment. And Diaz will have the pace. Good 1-2. Diaz. Neto. Low. And Capital City will try and save a corner. It doesn't look like they have. Thought the referee pointed to the corner. Sorry, it's a throw-in. Zoller. There's 4 there in blue. Abreu left it. Knew Poiso was behind him. Poiso will try a 35-yard shot. And that's too far out for Kevin Poiso. Save number 3 for Glorioso. Ramirez. Altamora's high for a center back position. And he sent the long ball in too quickly for the right winger, the goal scorer for Capital City. Savoric, he'll try one of his own. And again, not connecting for either center back. Neto, good read. Can there be a chance? That's an incredible through ball. Oliveira for a third one-on-one. He rolled it and didn't shoot it first time. And that was a huge mistake. There's Bender or Altimore. Oliveira could have had that. Abreu blocked by Opoku. That's the third time, though. It's definitely on for Ironbound to send it in transition. A little bit of a high line for Capital City. Again, this is normal for an Ironbound game, which is why we love it viewing-wise, that there's plenty of chances. Game is open. Unfortunately, they just had a almost fluke goal against. Diaz, who's in the middle, blocked. That's off the back of Bender. And goal kick. Thought that went over the goal line. What's the call here? Maybe he went to the outside of the corner flag, which would be a throw-in for Capital City. Savoric. Right foot. Diaz, who just had the shot blocked. Neme can receive on the half turn. Ran into a defender. Still with Ironbound. Neto, now Zoller. There could be space on the right. Zoller will go for the shot. Again blocked by Altamore this time. Still have time here in the first half to get a goal, Ironbound, especially with the chances. They've been better the last 5 minutes. It's been their best stretch of play so far. Abreu. That's picked. Craig. Poiso trying to step up, and he caught him late. That's a bad foul by Poiso. Will he be entered into the book for that? And the referee telling Poiso to calm down. Maybe another similar foul would result in a yellow card for Kevin Poiso. Soder backwards. Oliveira. He has two defenders here. It goes off the back of his heel. Worked out as a pass. Garcia. Neme wants to send in. He's contacted. So no pass. Oliveira behind in support. Opposite. Neto. That'll connect. Neto. Ball right on the touchline. Now out of the box. Being pushed. He's trying to turn. Not yet. Out of his feet. Abreu. Still 5 in front of Abreu for Ironbound. That's over Sorter, and Oliveira isn't there before ball is out for a goal kick. Today's Game in Frame broadcast is presented by Umbro, celebrating more than 100 years of football. Learn more at umbropremier.com. And also, Ironbound would like to thank its sponsors, M Parts Worldwide, Salt Athletic, Heritage Barbershop, Recreations, Wiss & Company LLP, Alliance Orthopedics, Footy Shop, and Team Pena from Keller Williams, Parkview Realty. Midfield for Zoller. Let's it run for Savoric. Savoric on the opposite side of Garcia. He still has a good run. Garcia, now 2 defending. He's stopped. Back to him from Abreu. Will Ironbound finally find one? We're more than halfway through the first half. Abreu in. Neto may have been thrown off by Neme going for an attempt as well. Neto can't shoot. Oliveira, he will. Blocked off the foot of Sorter. Diaz. He wanted to put one in. Good hustle by Cabre. Savoric content with a throw. Oliveira able to turn against Craig. His ball couldn't connect to Neme. Opoku by the feet of Poiso. And now the pass, Cabre. Opoku will continue his run middle. Savoric has to see him. Cabre currently with it, and there's Savoric defending multiple times this first half. And now Savoric will make a dribble. Just out of range for Neto. Pass to Opoku. Away from Oliveira. Ramirez. Allowed to dribble in. Cabre trying to back off of Savoric, and he just put him off enough as the ball might have taken a bump off a lip in the turf as well. There's connection between Craig and Poiso. Soder. Craig, heavy touch. Sabadin pass, Poiso. Garcia on the right now. No pressure on him, so he can complete a pass. Neto turning, fakes to his left, looks right. Over the top once more. Altimore first header. Looking to get the ball to Garcia. That was from Neto again. Neto couldn't bring it off of Ramirez. Opoku. They might be caught. Chung has to close middle. Savoric as well. Opoku go for the far post. Went for the far post. Opoku put it wide. Outside of the goal, though, Sabadin hasn't had much to do. Savoric. Chung gets up in time after tying his shoe. Garcia gets a touch. That was off the foot and then a grab. Now it's called on Garcia. His touch eluded him. And then he went for the slight grab. It wasn't too much, but just enough for a foul. There are moments where the referee's letting him play. Again, no yellow cards for anything yet. I think the game has been physical enough that it's led to good play without having to be too vicious. Savoric up the field. Diaz off Capital City. Abreu, who had an unbelievable semifinal last week. The bicycle kick and then the volley that was tying and then leading or game-winning goal for Abreu. Only two are different from the starting lineup from last week. Zoller at the 6 and Savoric at left center back. The other 9 remain from last week. Cabre. Ramirez dispossessed. Tackle by Garcia. Neme making the run. Caught from behind, and they don't play the advantage because they wouldn't have been there with Neme. Into goal to Glorioso. Foul, and now we will see a booking. It's Ramirez for Capital City. Josiah Ramirez, who gets booked. Yeah, there's some shouts from the stands as well, alerting the referee, though she, I think, had that under control well. Yellow card to Ramirez. Ball right there, just behind the 45-yard line of Capital City's. Poiso. He's got 4 that will make runs. It's actually Oliveira. Floating, high, touched by Capital City. Diaz is up, and his pass was too soft. Neto continuing to hustle. He's been on plenty of tackles in this first half. Tries another one. It's a foul. Craig couldn't get out of there because of Garcia. Again making a tackle, number 9. And who's it last off of? Goal kick. Came last off of Garcia. We've got tune-ins here on Game in Frame for tomorrow. Westtown FC versus Philadelphia Ukrainian Nationals. That's at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. USLPA Men's Major. And as well at 7 p.m. Zoomschneider FC versus Penn Cyprian Freedoms. That is ENY-SSA Manning Cup. That is the quarters of the Manning Cup. Sabatin caught late by Cabre. He shouts. And now after Ironbound would have had possession with Abreu, the whistle is blown. Sabatin hit on the low region of his leg. Cabre will get spoken to. Sabatin and him discuss. Everything's all right. Good. No bad blood there. Abreu on the restart to Poiso. Backwards, Sabatin. Javoric. Neto. Neto again. Giving right back to him. Turning. And apparently offside Neme. When we interviewed Neme last Saturday, he spoke a lot about mentality and just that side of the game for Ironbound to keep your cool throughout the match. Especially when I asked him about how they went down to 10 men and were able to score 3. He was saying that's going to be the biggest part of this match. How they're able to just stay in, even in especially a situation like this, if you're down. Now they've got one in their favor, Ironbound. Whistle. Again, Garcia's fouled. Zoller will have it. Oliveira's wide right. Everyone else is in the middle. Zoller hits it low. So that creates a clearance for Capital City. But it's back to Zoller. Low header by Bender. It's kept in. Are they going to be able to play possession out? Now they go up and long. Ramirez. Neto goes for another tackle. Challenge over there, far side, in favor of Capital City. Able to turn. Oliveira might have forced a pass quick. Poiso hit by Craig. Craig back to Opoko from an onside position. Hits it low. Out Chung to Poiso just before Opoko was arriving. Neto. Javoric hits up high. Neme's up in front of Bender. Space for Altimore. No one makes the run. Furioso yelling out instructions to Capital City. Header, 1, Bender, strong, but Abreu just floats it perfectly for Neto. Neto, one-on-one, wide angle, and wide. He's asking for a corner, and it is called a corner. Thought because of the deflection it would have stayed on this near side, but it goes across. And it will be a corner from the left wing. Eight minutes to go in the half with this corner. Capital City 1, Ironbound 0. For either team, it would be their first playoff championship of the Northeast American South. Neto in. Chung! Might have been thrown off by Chivoric. He had a very high leap, and it went at the side of the body of Chung. Wide, but he was not marked. We'll get a new ball from the sideline. Theme, again, chances are there for Ironbound. They've had more looks at goal than Capital City in the first half, but all that matters is the scoreboard of 1-0. Chung backed up a step to get rid of it. Neme. Garcia thought he was fouled again. Chivoric, good step up. Abreu. His side taken away left, taken away right, goes left Diaz. Diaz lost out on the challenge, but cleaned by Neto. Neto with the post earlier. Ricochet, Neme, Neto. Not completely gone. Garcia. Shooting just over the crossbar. Good strike from Garcia. Over for a goal kick. Player down for Capital City. I believe that's one of the Ramirez brothers. It is Josiah Ramirez. We do have a trainer. We always have the trainer here at Ironbound. And I think Bender just said we need a substitution. So the trainer will make his way out. So Ramirez is checked on. This is the same scoreline, but flipped who has it from their regular season matchup. Again, exciting semifinals between both of them. Ramirez is walking off on his own power. A couple players went over to the bench for some water. I don't see anyone who's going to check in as a substitute. Five now to go. I think I see number 11, Andrew Morris. We will have a substitution. Morris is the right winger who scored our first goal, and we'll get in as soon as we can, who's now in midfield for Ramirez. So his night is over, unfortunately, because of injury. Cabre brought it in. Apoku. Again, Morris. Closest. Garcia. Derek Ramirez fouled. Garcia. We said that a lot in the first half. Garcia is fouled. It's 42 Atu Galadima in midfield for Capital City. So we will play these last few minutes and then the second half tonight in midfield for Capital City. Poiso to the front line. Header missed by Garcia. Soder closed quickly. And then Abreu ran through before contact on the ball. He went through Ramirez. Galadima turns, faces. Wrong side of Ramirez. Garcia. Oliveira calling for it forward. Poiso. Abreu. Spins back to his right. Abreu carries. And then ran into Galadima as he slipped. Morris. Keeps it. Made the run to clear up Chung. Apoku. Apoku steps away from Poiso. Ameg. Ramirez shooting wide. That will go way behind. Sabatin calls for a new ball. It was just a glimpse there. That was a clean look. Diaz. That goes right into the back heel of Neto. Approaching 90 seconds to go in the half. Apoku wins out by Zoller and just the right weight Morris. Morris, Cabre, Chung first, and then Sabatin to defend what could have possibly been a big chance for Cabre. Long throw by Sabatin on the money to Poiso. Garcia will have Abreu. Abreu in the left channel. Can move in. He'll try a 30-yard shot, and again it rises. They've tried a few long shots as they've gone forward before the through balls were working early on. Cabre and Zoller dueling, and then a high hit from Poiso. Thought he made kind of with Cabre. Cabre seems all right. Apoku outside of his left foot. Ramirez with Cabre lurking middle. Outside the box. Galadima pushed down by Sabatin. Good movement to his left. That's the first big save he's been asked to make. Went out here for a throw. Turn. Galadima. Try to make another move. Net. That's Garcia. He was pulled maybe slightly. We are past 45 into the added time at the end of the first half. Again, acres of space for Poiso. Oliveira on his horse. Fakes. Tripped by Sorter, he gives up a free kick. Oliveira will place it down. And before the whistle, because Opoku was less than 10 yards off. Can Ironbound find a leveler right before the half? Oliveira, decent ball, just missing Neto. Poiso. Neto, header directed to Garcia. Garcia looking at Neto. Off the side of Altamore. Caroming back to Neto. Oliveira, similar spot as the free kick. Puts it in. High. Savoric tried to center, asking maybe for a handball. The rest of his teammates didn't ask for a handball, so I don't think it was close. If it was close, we would have seen big shouts. Neto again will take the left wing corner. Neto, that's going to be low. Maybe a second for Oliveira. It's poked away. Could be a counter after the corner. Opoku. Garcia flying behind Opoku. His support is on the right. Galadima. Tackle. Garcia. Garcia, good shoulder. Now for Neto. He didn't get rid of it quickly. Savoric. See again how much time is remaining. Neme pressuring the back line. Now Oliveira will as well. And there is our whistle. End of the first half. A sneaky goal for Capital City got the scoring started, and there was no more to follow. It's 1-0 for Capital City on the road as the 2 seed against the 1 seed Ironbound here at Eddie Moraes after 45 minutes. Plenty of chances. Nothing else crossed the goal line for the rest of our first half. And Ironbound, who have been great in the second half, will have to do it again to send themselves to a Northeast American final. Second half coming up on Game and Frame.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
We're getting ready to start the second half. Same lineup on for Ironbound. They are down 1-0, but they have had these great second half comebacks, especially last week. And they've been down in both of their 4-2 wins. Their last home match versus Bulldogs, they were down, and that continued last week against Pennsylvania Prime. Mentioned at the end of the semifinal, they have scored 4 goals in the last 3 home matches. Right now, haven't broken through as of yet. 45 minutes to decide the winner. Abreu is down. Foul committed by Cabre. Zoller drops in between the center backs. By the foot of Apoku. Reaches Oliveira. Oliveira spinning. Continues to the corner. Still has it. Foot on top. Now across. Abreu. Zoller trying to keep it here. It's away from him. Not many with Morris. Or this is Morris, excuse me. That was Ramirez. Good shoulder by Neme. Neme, quick. Neto. He's hit. And foul. Free kick from just outside the 18-yard box. Angled off to the left. But a good look coming for Ironbound. Garcia and Neto in a discussion. Just 4 in the box for Ironbound. Garcia puts his hand up. It'll be hit by Neto. Right at Curios, he's building and smashed right in. The first there, the man again. It's the star man of midfield, Edgar Abreu, who's got his 3rd playoff goal. And now we're level at 1. The exact start Ironbound wanted. Both teams score a quick goal in each half. And Ironbound, with that second half being their golden half. Just like that, it's 1-1. As I said, Edgar Abreu's 3rd goal of the playoffs. He's now at 4 total on the season. Just had 1 in all 10 matches of the regular season. A very important part of Ironbound's attack from midfield. Sabaton gave up a goal similar to that last week where he spilled a free kick. And now Ironbound have some luck to go their way to have a very similar moment. Galadima. Advantage played. Apoku. Targeting Cabre. High on Chavorch, no handball. And then Zoller now gives up a free kick. And he is carded immediately. The big moments continue. Sabaton lining up his wall. There's 4 behind it right now for Capital City. Now a big wall. That's 5 total there for Ironbound. They're in front of the left post. Still enough room though for Capital City to have one drop late underneath the crossbar. They're exactly at 25 yards away from goal. Now Oliveira runs in late! That is a dream goal! 2-1 Capital City. Free kick goals here in the second half. And that goes straight in. No chance for Sabatin, who gave it a dive. And Capital City now lead 2-1. That was an interesting strategy there from Oliveira, who just enters the play late, and he's definitely inside 10 yards. That was perfect. Well, we know this is still what happens at these Ironbound matches. They can still respond. Don't expect the game to close or have closed space. It's still going to be open. They did make a change here. We'll get it as soon as possible. It is number 6, Jose Rodas, into midfield. Some energy now for Capital City. Cabre. That's Poiso is defending. Apoku goes through him. Patrick Thompson, number 80, is the right back for Capital City. Rodas is in for Zoller. So they make a direct switch at the center defensive midfielder in their 4-3-3. Clearance. Dueling for that Neto. Stepping up Bender. Diaz. Wanted to link with Neme. Thompson. Header. Neme, good angle. Garcia. Good touch. In front of Abreu. Poiso. On the right with Oliveira. Second ball, 2 down, Rodas. Diaz at the 40. Rodas. Neto dummied it for Garcia. They were not on the same page. Apoku. Good touch thrown into his path. Chung will defend. He has Cabre middle. Checking into that is Chavoric. Very good to stop the transition. And as well, it's Poiso. Has to get it on one bounce to Garcia and has, but it went over the touchline. Assistant saw it. Down on the play, I think that's Poiso. And Poiso is throbbing in pain. But now Chung has waved off the trainer. Poiso's up. Still hunched over. He's trying to stretch out whatever his difficulty is. After we get back into play, it's a throw in by Craig. Altimore. Neto. Can he force a turnover? He has. Neto. Now defended by Craig. Behind him, Oliveira. Checking the shoulder. Rodas. Back to Oliveira. Or sorry, that was Garcia, excuse me, who gave it to Oliveira. Poiso. First touch. And now Oliveira just asked for a substitution. He might have pulled something. Garcia continues. Corner. and ran out of real estate. Goal kick for Glorioso. But Oliveira is stretching out, I think his calf, his left calf. Glorioso gets it into Ironbound territory. Opoku, head up, dribbling, stood up. Poiso gets possession for Ironbound, but it will be a throw, a substitution. Oliveira handing off the captain's armband to Chung, and not the way he as well, just like Ramirez for Capital City, wanted his night to end because of injury. He has a limp. So Ironbound will charge on without their captain in the conference final. Diaz. Neto had to put his foot up high behind him because of Diaz's pass. Diaz still fighting and battling. Soder. Opoku easily steps by Poiso. And there's fresh legs. Garcia. Right foot to the channel. Neme showing off the pace. Stopping up is Neto at the edge of the box. Garcia in front of Neto. And then Galadima had the defensive work. Kept in, hustling. Neme. And now he's grabbed. No foul, says the referee. Abreu. Doesn't have the through ball this time. Savoric. Space for Rodas. It's Diego Navas, 19, who's in for Oliveira. Second substitution with Rodas for Ironbound in this match. 58th minute. Was there a push? There was. Savoric, header, bringing it in. Garcia, away from Rodas. Galadima, strong foot. Galadima, Cabre, to himself, and then Morris, the volley! Slapped down by Sabatin, keeps it 2-1. Huge save for Sabatin for Ironbound. It's a great save by Sabatin. Garcia. Ironbound asking for a handball. Morris as we continue to play. Morris shifting. Still with Morris. Takes a ricochet. Garcia. Here's transition. Neto off of now Bender. Not able to connect there on the transition. Abreu. Close space, Rodas for Ironbound, and then Soder, Capital City. Caught, Neto on Galadima. Free kick. Just before the 50, Bender, the center back. Chung lost it to Cabray, and he puts it just wide. Just missing the post. Sabaden was in flight, and Cabray with the power, and almost had the location too. Thompson over Neto, or excuse me, Neme. Galadima tackling. Good step, good foot by Diaz. Garcia. Ball roll, and then Neto. Neto on the left. He's got Navas and Neme. Neto still faking and holding. To the goal line, goes down in the box. And now they say he's got the ball. No argument from Neto. Morris. Chivoric just got it to Chung. Neto off the ricochet. Neto. Pass. And it looks like it was a handball. And now the whistle. Maybe the referee might have been siding there with Capital City just for the call of the handball. That she may have trusted the players there to call that. Again, today's Game in Frame broadcast is presented by Umbro, celebrating more than 100 years of football. Learn more at umbropremier.com. And Ironbound would like to thank its sponsors, M Parts Worldwide, Salt Athletic, Heritage Barbershop, Reek Creations, Wiss and Company, as it's now a Poku box. Cabray, good shield to get it through to Morris. Off the side of Diaz, corner kick. Also have Alliance Orthopedics, Footy Shop, and Team Pena from Keller Williams Parkview Realty. Opoku makes his way over. Showing short Morris. Opoku delivers. Goes through and away from the foot of Bender. He'll relocate back into the middle. Sorter, short, Altimore. Behind. Javoric the challenge. And I think Sabaden, because of his comments, is going to have a discussion. He didn't appreciate how the fourth official did or did not get the ball in play. Touched by Abreu. That'll go away. Actually, the ball's still in. Thompson. Gorioso, pressured by Neto. Corner, Thompson. Forward to Cabray. Chest, but not a full hold up. Cabray trying to win it back. Good defensive work. Navas catches Cabray. Hit. Not enough for a foul. Time is not on the side of Ironbound. 64th minute. Long throw. Opoku. Now, goal line. Is it in? Assistant says no. It's goal kick. Javoric. Abreu. Can't turn in that spot. High press now from Capital City. Chivoric will break it with the dribble. Neto. Look where he's located, getting a touch on the ball. Wants it back from Savoric. He gets it here. Garcia. Route 1. Force a throw. Another change coming for Ironbound. It'll be Poiso out. New right back for Ironbound. Neme. Onto the ground is Morris. You could hear the contact from up where we're located at the top of the stands. Shifting play right. Chung. First touch for the substitution. Savoric. Neto was beaten for the header with Ironbound. Diaz. Capital City thought that was a bad throw-in. Abreu. Neto, as Abreu was clipped. Neto doesn't have the angle to shoot. Maybe now! Couldn't beat the near post. Close. Good effort from Neto. Still 2-1. Glorioso. Who will get there first? It'll be Cabre for Capital City. Chung sees it out of play. Sabanin gets a ball over there for Craig. Missed by Neme, but he'll chase it. Neme held a little by Bender. Now shouts from Ironbound's bench for a foul. Morris off his right foot. Around Opoku. Still up the line. Away. Rodas. Turns Savoric. Just flicked by Navas. Pass not there yet to Neto. Chung, I think, might have been shielding his eyes from some of the lights. Chest. I believe it's Alexander Ramos, number 5, who's at right back. Savoric. Neto. Pushed out. We'll get it back from Rodas. Right side, Garcia. He overran it. Maybe helped to do that by Craig. Still possession for Ironbound. Abreu. Where's the breakthrough for Ironbound going to come from? Savoric. Very confident on the ball, the center back. He gave it up, though. Abreu, bad trip. And now a yellow to Edgar Abreu. Inside 20 minutes. Then added time. That's what left for Ironbound. It's 2 15-minute periods. If we're still at a tie score, we've got penalties. If Ironbound are able to find a second to make it 2-2, that is what an overtime would look like. Again, Renegades and Braveheart tomorrow, 7:45. 1 versus 3 in the north. This is 1 versus 2 in the south. Ramos. It's a good shoulder by Apoku. Altimore just gets rid of it. Garcia. Diaz is up there, hit into the stands. Tackle, Cabre. Slowly working their way up the line. Neto. Diaz there clatters Cabre. And now I think what Diaz said is going to earn himself a yellow card. So it's just a talking to. It is no card. Here are referees in the stands as well, what they think. It's been a couple times where they've allowed some shoulder to shoulder, and other times they have not. Savoric just step in front of Cabre. Back to the ball, Neme. First time, now to Chung. Switching play, Ramos. Can play both left and right side, and he's just missed that outside of his foot. Long throw. Deflection. Playing on. Chung. Apoku's got more pace. Cabre at the edge of the box. Ramos hit and corner. So again, contact is not whistled. Again, the tune-ins for tomorrow. West Town FC versus Philadelphia Ukrainian Nationals. 3 p.m. USLPA Men's Major. And Zoomschneider FC versus Penn Cyprian Freedoms. 7 p.m. That is a Manning Cup. Quarters for the Manning Cup. We had the round of 16 a few weeks ago here on Game Frame. Now the quarters. Again, those are tomorrow. Corner, in by Capital City. Bender, highest. He didn't shoot on the header. Chance is not fully away. Back in to deal with. Net. And a foul after the pass. It's now basically a corner. Inside of it, free kick. Two with the ball, two in the wall. Hit low, it split the wall and went right in on Sabadin. He gathers. Edge of the box. Sending. Neme couldn't judge it. It went off of sorry, that is not Benner. That's Craig, the left back. Ramos doesn't foul, and that's way under hit. I don't know if that's a chip or a lob. Or that was, I guess, the idea of the technique. Abreu. No pass forward yet. Savoric. They don't allow a turn. Capital City still pressing high with the 1-goal lead. That hits Morris from Sabadin. Second ball picked up Rodas. Neto. Behind. That's good sight. Neme. Across! It goes off of a swing by Craig. Navas was the one at the back post. Still not cleared. Chung gets rid of it quickly. Was he fouled? And now the whistle for Chung. 13 minutes to go in regulation. Now both teams are upset with the official. Neto. Left channel. Right back from Neme. Neto. Pass. Brought in beautifully by Abreu, and then he's contacted after. Apologized by Craig. It's not a foul. Looks like it was offside on Abreu. Again, Abreu scored the goal for Ironbound. And now a yellow card for time wasting on Glorioso. A couple players in the bug. I think we're up to 4 yellows now. Garcia hit it off of himself. Soder. Apoku. He'll move. Early cross. Morris. Defense there by Diaz. There's no way that's going to be called a penalty, even though Capital City's bench is upset. And now Morris is ushered over by the referee. He said something that she didn't like. Abreu went for the chest. Now he's run into his teammate Diaz. Savoric. Ramos. Again, the press up by Capital City. Garcia right before Capital City's bench. Closed, but the step up by Craig. Here could be a shot. Ramirez lines it right into the chest of Sabadin. Easy save. Good volley from Sabadin after the save. Neme. Too far in front of Garcia. Ramirez for Capital City. Clock still winding down. A little bit over 10 minutes left to go. Apoku almost went right by Ramos, as we've seen him go by Poiso a few times. Now the bowl to Abreu. Has to be quick. Neme. No one's inside Capital City's territory, but now it's Neme and Neto. Still got numbers behind the ball, Capital City. And just ushered out. Good step in, Rodas. Last off, Galadima. Rodas wants the pass. Craig might have baited him in there, took a shift forward, and then went back into where Navas was trying to end up at the end of the pass. Sorry. Thompson. Neto. That's as great control as you'll find. Neto blocked. Making himself big there is Bender. And Neto calling for a new ball. Finally, now they get one in from the bench. Fans still giving the referee a hard time. Neto, who just had the shooting attempt to cross. Corner. Back post. Glorioso calls for it. Good athleticism. Pressure, gets a throw. See the intensity again. Savoric off the chest. Capital City. Counter, maybe. Shutting it down, Diaz. He's going to need help. Galadima, Savoric. And now a foul. Thought he had won that fairly. Still upset with these foul calls. Behind Ramos, there was space. Goes all the way through. Neto has the advantage against Morris and fakes him out. Right in for Neme. Couldn't collect. Navas, second ball, finds Neme. Nicholas Neme delaying. Second defender brought down. Not enough again for a foul. Savoric. And then Bender battling with Abreu. Under 6.5. About to complete 84 minutes. Now Navas on our near side. Abreu is pulled. That is called very quickly. Still no card. That's to Thompson. It's got to be a moment here. An individual effort for Ironbound. Again, Neto will have it. Ramos wants to give him a word. Ramos might have a better angle because of his left foot. Neto's right-footed. Ramos, better angle. Neto goes off, one in the wall. And then second Capital City to the 20 now. Opoku. Rodas. It's now Sabadin. Could have been really dangerous there as that comes off one man on the free kick, and you don't know what can happen there after the line of the ball is changed. And it's also hit hard by Neto. Neto. Navas. Shoulder into the box. It's in. Cutting it back. Ramos tries a spin. Again, there's contact, but it's just going to be hit. Opoku by the challenge. He's going to run to the corner. Opoku for Ironbound. Doesn't win the foul. We will see a substitution for Capital City. It's Cabre. Makes way. So here, Mahoney, 25, is on at striker. Maybe fresh legs here to press, which is what he's going to do. Savoric just got it to Neto. Breaks the line. Header, Bender, and then Soder. Neto. Closed. Galadima, who's still got good legs here late. Muhammad, far side. You could hear the bench saying, run to the corner. Opoku. They'll get it there. There's no one in the middle. And corner. Ramos said it went last off of Muhammad, but referee says corner. 3 minutes to go. No one in the box for Capital City, and now Bender has gone down. This has to be added for the injury. Trainer up. We might see a difference now at center back if Bender can't continue. Bender has had a lot of defensive opportunities in the second half. He will be done. Opoku. Ramirez. Trying to take it away from him is Abreu. And they tried to lure Muhammad offside. Didn't do so. Corner again. This is really good work by Muhammad since coming on. A minute 20. Ball goes to Ironbound. It was a throw. Sabadin's got to come close. Numbers right now are just behind the ball. Ironbound going to get it back. Rodas, tackle. Sabadin, up forward. Diaz faces the play. Neme just shoved enough by Soder. Jumping over the fence, Diaz. Now Tavares, 16. Neme. Too high for Abreu. We are into added time at the end of the conference final. Savorich, high for the header. Now the fourth official is going to talk to the coach for Capital City for faking out grabbing the ball and just letting it go into the bench. Neto in tight space. Navas. Neme! Outside of Sweden, just over. Oh, that was so close for Nicholas Neme. They almost pulled it off. Navas to Neme. That would have been an incredible goal. Played 1 minute. They'll send it long. Glorioso. Turning from that Ramos. Right into Neto. Good control. Neme. And Neto with Glorioso. And he just made the saving match for the conference final win as of right now in the corner. Neto stays with it. Across! And out by Morris. That's a corner. Just putting balls in front. Glorioso right now the hero. Keeping it tied. That adds on to those saves he made one-on-one early in the first half. 93rd minute. Tavares in. First clearance free by Capital City. Ramos. Not allowed to turn by Apoku. Good there by Diaz. Maybe could have had a pass. Mohamed. Apoku. Ramos. Good slide tackle. Line. Ramos was hit late. Navas. Advantage played for Ironbound. Neme. Great turn. Tavares. Left. Got to get numbers in the box. Tavares fakes out one. Aiming for Chung. Abreu, who has the goal. Fouled. No, he's not. Savorich. He's dispossessed. Sabatin. Before Mohamed. That's in play. Now out. Going to get a ball himself. Didn't see who that was for Ironbound. But action is here with Diaz. Just away from Morris. Navas. Pushed off by Thompson. Morris at the goal line. Throw. Now Neme has to jump over the fence. He has Diaz. Tavares. Just looking for the one. We're 4 minutes in. No whistle yet. Savorich is there, and Chung, both center backs in the box. Diaz. Pass. Navas. Shooting! Short. It's everything right now for both sides. Morris with his head on the back of his head. Here's shots from the fourth official again to get Glorioso to give the goal to take the goal kick. He already got a yellow for time wasting. Mohammed, that'll work out at least to get it further away from goal, but doesn't keep possession. Sabedin. Savoric. Sorter, header, Neto, second ball. Neto, blocked, closed down. And that's it. They don't allow the second shot by Ramos. And Capital City, the number 2 seed in their first season in the Premier Northeast American South, will go to play for the region final against the winner of Braveheart and Renegades tomorrow night from the Northeast American North. This was the best season in 5 for Ironbound at this level as well. It is a great start for the Capital City franchise to go to the final in their first year. Ironbound, though, winning a semifinal for the first time in their club's history in the UPSL last week. They unfortunately don't find the comeback in the second half that we had seen the last 2 home matches. Great effort, great conference final. Plenty of chances, especially in the first half, for just the 1 goal. Had a little bit of everything in this conference final. And Capital City has come all the way from Harrisburg and defeated the number 1 seed Ironbound. We thank Ironbound for having us game in frame for the entire season. We have been with them for almost their entire time in the UPSL Premier. But that will do it on Game in Frame. 2-1, the final score. Capital City gets their revenge from September. And again, they will play the winner of Braveheart and Renegades. That matches tomorrow night for the North versus South regional final. Ironbound from Eddie Moraes and Game in Frame signing off for the final time in 2025.